YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy ConcisetheBarber. In this concise review, we're going to be talking about a very interesting clipper that you all been kind of waiting for. There's some videos out right now that you probably have seen, but we're going to get into a real deep conversation about the Wahl Kuno Clipper. Y'all see this thing. Let's get into the unboxing and let me tell you what I think about it.
CTB, you know who it is.
All right, so right off the bat, first thing I like talking about is price, right? So the price for this Kuno Clipper is $299. This clipper is $300. All right, so right off bat, that's a lot of money for a clipper, right? This is not the only clipper that's $299. I believe you can find the Metal Instinct clipper for $299. I think the Babeless ones are close to $259, but this is $299, right? So we gotta talk about this price and seeing what is the target audience for this clipper. Next thing I like talking about is the power and the battery life. And when it comes to the power, I'm glad that it's not 6,800 RPMs and lower. It is actually 7,200 RPMs. At that price point, I think it should never go lower than 6,800, or it should never go lower than 7,200 RPMs. But the fact that it has 7,200 RPMs, brushless motor, lets me know that this thing has some power. It could probably get through some bulk good, but it is an interesting look, right? It really is. So Wahl coming out with this, I can definitely say that it might have a different target audience than we think. So that being said, the runtime has 100 minutes of a runtime with 60 minutes of a charge time. 60-minute charge time, I do not mind. I actually like that. 45 minutes will be even better, but 100 minutes of a runtime, not the best at all. It is small, so I'm not sure, the battery in it is whatever kind of battery they use for this, but 100 minutes of a runtime is not the best to me, in my personal opinion, but that's what you get. And that's the Wahl Kuno for $299. Straight up, some people might stop here, but if you still want to figure out some more things, let's continue with the video. So the next thing I like talking about is the package. And of course, I said this before, anything over $200, it gotta come with a charging dock. So this thing does come with a charging dock, comes with a cord. It has 6 magnet premium guards. It has a little cleaning brush and some oil. And the guards are interesting. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit in the next section. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because, the blade is interesting in itself, and we're gonna talk about that. But I don't wanna get ahead of myself. You can kind of tell, like I said, this might have a different target audience. I want y'all to continue to make sure that y'all hear that. So, as the barbering industry alone doesn't get go crazy about Wahl, about why they even came out with this. There's definitely a reason for this clipper, and we're definitely gonna talk about it. That's everything that's in the package. Now let's get to the design of this thing, right? I know y'all been waiting for this. This thing has a little curvature design to it. If you've been in the game for at least 5 years or 4 years or so, you will know that you've seen something like this before, and that was the Ergos from Stylecraft. They kind of had the same curvature like this as well. Now this one, it does have a little bit of a nice weight balance to it. I do like that. It has the black and the silver, touches to it. The power button is silver, turns on green, and when it dies, I believe it turns on red. This lever though, this lever right here, it's a little bit shorter than what I'm used to. The clipper is small. It does fit in my hand like fairly easy. So it is a little bit small, okay, but it's a little bit wider than what I'm used to. It's just an interesting design. I don't know, I'm just not used to it. But let me tell you some things that I really like about this clipper, right? Even though this is curvature, it has this non-slip grip that feels like a premium leather in the back. I love that. I love the feel of it. And honestly, it has a small little indent right here that I like. And I definitely think that's dope. I'm kind of glad that it has that, special feature touch to it at the back. It does not have USB-C, it has regular charging that you sit in the dock. and it will just charge. And we're going to talk about this in the next section, but you get this interesting blade. So we're going to talk about that in the next section right now. It's a diamond cut blade. This is made in Germany. Now, this is a blade I've seen somewhat before. If you guys seen any of my stuff on Instagram, it was from a company called Moser. I got a clipper that kind of resembles the same exact blade, and I thought that was interesting because they both say made in Germany on the blade. And cool, nice touches. I like that it like tapers down nice and smooth, right? So interesting about this blade, it's detachable. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I like that part of it. Snaps on good. I used to have a hard time snapping these things on, but I'm starting to get used to it, right? Remember I was talking about this crazy interesting lever that it has? This thing is either a floating lever or a click lever. In the back, at the bottom of the blade, you can either switch it to a floating or click. Right now I have it at click, and this only has 3 clicks. 3 clicks, it's not 5 clicks. It goes to 0.8 when it comes to the click, right? 0.8, 1.3 to 1.8 millimeters. Those are the 3 strong clicks of measurements that you have. Now, if you don't like that, you just click that bad boy back to floating and you're good to go. I do like that. Now, let me tell you something before I go any further in this video. When it comes to the click, there's going to be some people that says it has 3 clicks. That's terrible. I'll be honest with you. If you have a 5-click system, majority of the times I'm only using it all the way open, the middle click, and then the last click. I'm only using 3 clicks anyway. So when they came out with this, I was not upset with that. Some people might be upset. They might want to get into that, you know, in the middle of that. But like I said, if you do, just switch it over and get to the float and get floating. You know what I mean? So that's really up to you. I know some people might like that, some people might not. I didn't have a problem with it because actually that's how I cut anyway, with 3 clicks. So definitely thought that was a dope thing about this blade. I like the blade, didn't get hot on me. The interesting screws for the blade, it's the hex screws, it's not the regular screw. So you're gonna have to have some tools on your station to, I guess, switch out the blade, whatever like that. It's really up to you. But it is detachable. I do like that. It seemed like it stays on well. This does feel premium, even though it is small. So price range is definitely up there. Me, preferably, I would probably say $189, but let's just get more and more into it, right? Also, another thing I said I was gonna talk about these guards. I don't know if it's me, but these guards look like the top part of the Batman, the mask, whatever like that. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm not sure, like I knew they needed guards, but they kind of tried to go with the flow of like the double mags, the wide, like it kind of threw me off. The guards threw me off. Like the shape of them, they do work well with it. However, some of the guards I had a hard time snapping on, but other than that, it does work well with the guards. Now for me, when it comes to the performance, this is where I say they might have been focused on a certain audience, right? So I think this is more directing to stylists and cosmetologists. I honestly think that this is something that it can be in the barbering industry, but not that many people probably going to get it. Because I can see a stylist, and to me, where this performs the best at is at 1-level cuts. It works at, it's great at detailing, and it's great at long hair bulk removal. Now, preferably straighter hair, but this thing can cut some hair. It can. You can use it to fade. If you're a person that is a master at your craft, you can use this thing and make beautiful haircuts, hands down. But as a beginning barber, I can say that this might not be the best thing for you to buy, especially at that price point. But a stylist, cosmetologist, this probably can work well with you. If you're doing an undercut, a level 1 or a 0, this is going to get the job done, hands down. If you got some long hair that you need to cut off, you know, and it's like a complete transformation, this is going to do the job. And also for detailing, this is a good clipper for detailing. So I have to give it to them. But however, I cannot honestly say that is a necessity. So for my concise review, it will be staying on my station just due to the fact that the creativity, the style of it, the design of it, but not due to the fact of the performance of it. So that's my review on these things. That's my concise review, that it is going to stay on my station. Shout out to Wahl for sending this to me. Do I think this is an automatic buy? Is this a necessity? No, but if you do want to buy it from Wahl, if you want to have some savings with this, use my discount code CONCISE15 and you will save some money getting this, so you don't have to pay the $2.99. But like I said, it's not a must, but if you're a Wahl person, you like everything that comes out that's Wahl, or you just like their, you know, rock with them because you rock with them. You will find room for this is basically what I'm trying to say. Not a necessity, but you can easily find room for this. It's very creative, and it's dope that they came out with it. And it seems like their target audience is more so stylists, cosmetologists, more in that lane. So if that's your lane and you're looking for a clipper and you're tired of all the other ones that you already had, and not that many that seem like it's really directed towards just that lane, this is a clipper for that lane. So up to you what y'all think of this. I might do a comparison with this and the Moser. We will see. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments. But that's my concise review, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, hit a button, hit a subscribe button, hit one of them buttons, and let's get this thing going. We're on the road to 10K. Be blessed.
CTB. You know who it is.